In Japan, many scholarships for international students are provided from various organizations. However, the qualifications and the amount of support greatly differ among them. Most of the scholarships are intended for international students studying at universities and colleges in Japan. Not many scholarships allow you to apply from abroad before coming to Japan. You cannot rely entirely on scholarships to cover all of your expenses as an international student in Japan. It can only serve as a supplement for expenses. We advise you to study the various types of scholarship systems and consider a reasonable expense plan for studying in Japan. Please note that information introduced in this video is of what is shared in respective websites as of September 2022 unless otherwise stated. International students studying in Japan can be categorized into three types: those studying under the Japanese government scholarship program, those studying at their own expenses, and those that are studying under the scholarship from their home country. As you can see from the graph, the majority of international students are privately financed, meaning they are studying at their own expenses. In this session, we will briefly explain the types of scholarships that are designed for privately financed students. Each local government, private company, and university has their own scholarship system, so let's take a look. The first type of scholarships we are going to look at are the scholarships offered by MEXT, or the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology of Japan. There are 7 types of scholarships offered by MEXT, including those for undergraduate and graduate studies. MEXT scholarships include round-trip airline tickets and living expense stipend, in addition to admission fee and tuition being waived. A recommendation from the Japanese embassy or a Japanese university is required. The recipient of MEXT scholarships may not receive any other scholarships. Less than 5% of all international exchange students receive these scholarships. Another type of scholarships are the ones offered by JASSO, or the Japan Student Services Organization, an independent administrative institution established under MEXT, offers 2 types of scholarships: the Manbukakaku Sho Honor Scholarship for privately financed international students, and the Student Exchange Support Program, Scholarship for Study in Japan under agreement. The latter is for short-term exchange program students only. Applications for these scholarships are collected through all participating schools in Japan. The Manbukakaku Sho Honor Scholarship for privately financed international students provides a monthly stipend of 48,000 yen. 30,000 yen for students in Japanese language schools. Students with excellent results on the examination for Japanese university admission for international students may participate in an advance reservation program. The Student Exchange Support Program scholarships are awarded to international students enrolled at institutions of higher education in other countries that have cooperative agreements for student exchange with Japanese universities or other organizations, and who are participating in study programs that are more than 8 days and less than 1 year in duration. A monthly stipend of 80,000 yen is awarded. The third type of scholarships are the scholarships offered by local governments and related international exchange organizations. These scholarships are provided by Japan's local government offices and international exchange organizations. Applicants are usually required to reside in the place of local office offering the scholarship, and/or the location of their school or university must be in the area. Most are stipends of about 10 to 50,000 yen a month, and in most cases, the recipient is restricted from accepting any other scholarships. The fourth type of scholarship we are going to look at are the scholarships offered by private scholarship foundations. These scholarships reflect the purposes and values of the businesses and organizations, and they may be intended for students studying at specific schools, specific fields, or from specific countries. The amount of stipend varies greatly for this type of scholarship, and in many cases, the recipient may not receive any other scholarships. Another type is the pre-arrival scholarships, which is categorized not necessarily based on who is offering the scholarship, but how and when. Pre-arrival scholarships usually offered by local governments, corporations, and scholarship foundations. These scholarships are much like the scholarships offered by private scholarship foundations, but can be applied and determined prior to your arrival to Japan and admission to your destined school. This means you will be able to be sure of a source of income before you start your education in Japan. Last but not least, let us introduce you to our Japan Study Support Scholarships. We offer one 500,000 yen scholarship and 2 100,000 yen scholarships twice a year. Applicants must be newly enrolled in a Japanese university, with a profile registered with JPSS, and has received a message from their university through the JPSS scouting function prior to acceptance. Look through the JPSS website for details, and if you don't have a profile registered with JPSS yet, do so now. Some universities that are eager to accept more international students have adopted a tuition reduction or exemption system, aside from their scholarship programs. Here are some examples. Teikyo University offers all successful applicants for the special entrance examination for international students to receive a 30% reduction or exemption from tuition for the first year of enrollment. Hosei University offers tuition reductions of up to 50%, based on the student's academic record at the time of enrollment or the previous year. Tokyo International University has tuition reduction scholarships, where tuition is reduced from between 30 and 100%. A notification stipulating the awarded scholarship is sent to successful applicants along with their admission results. Under the condition that the recipient maintains academic requirements, scholarships remain valid for up to 4 years for first-year students. The Japan Study Support website also has a scholarship search engine. You can find the link at the bottom of our top page. You can search for scholarships based on detailed criteria such as application deadline, recipient's place of residence, and academic level. Aside from the JPSS website, you should search with keywords such as JASSO International Student Scholarship University, Japan University Tuition Exemption Reduction, Japan University Scholarship for International Student, and MEXT Scholarship. Lastly, please let us remind you that information introduced here is mainly based on what is shared in respective organization websites as of September 2022. You should go back to the current websites of the scholarships you are interested in for updated and current information.